Hello students, in the previous video we discussed the introduction part of acid, bases and salt, which is quite familiar to you. Now some of the new theories of acids and bases are known that is need to discuss. So the main three concepts of acids and bases are, that is, Arrhenius concept, Bronsted-Lowry concept, Lewis concept. So we need to discuss these concepts of acid and bases in detail. So in this video we are going to discuss about the Arrhenius concept of acid and bases. Arrhenius concept of acids and bases. According to the Arrhenius concept, acids are the substances that dissociate in water to give hydrogen ions, that is H plus ion. That means acids are the substance when it is in the aqueous condition, that is in the water, it dissociate to give rise to H plus ion, that is hydrogen ion. Let us take the general equation. Hx is giving rise to H plus, X negative. Commonly we are taking an acid as Hx, the general representation, that is in the aqueous condition, that means in the dissolved state in the water, it is giving rise to H plus ion and X negative. That means it is dissociating. It is dissociating into ions. Here this reaction can also be written as Hx plus water give rise to H3O plus X negative, because H plus is that is can be called as proton is very reactive and cannot exist freely in the aqueous solution. Thus it bond with the oxygen of the solvent, then that means it is bond with the oxygen of the solvent water molecule to give rise to a trigonal pyramidal hydronium ion, that is H3O+. So we can, instead of writing the first equation, we can also write the second equation. That means in this chapter we can use H plus or H3O plus both. So the first equation, it can be written in this way also, that is Hx plus H2O give rise to H3O plus X negative. Let us take an example, that is HCl is giving rise to H plus X negative. That means this equation we are particularly writing in this way. Hx, that is written as particularly one example HCl. So the HCl displaces into H plus ion and Cl negative. So that means in the aqueous condition it is giving H plus ion. Therefore HCl is an acid according to the Arrhenius concept. So this equation we can also write in this way, that is HCl plus water give rise to H3O plus Cl. Just now I told you this equation we can write in this way also. So similarly this particular example we can write in this way also. So there is a formation of H plus ion. That means if there is an H plus ion or H3O plus ion, we can say that substance is actually called as acid according to the Arrhenius concept. But the bases are the substances that dissociate in water to give hydroxyl ion, that is OH negative ion. So when it is giving OH negative ion in the water, then the substance is called as bases. So bases are the substances that dissociate in water to give rise to hydroxyl ion. What is hydroxyl ion? OH negative is called as hydroxyl ion. So let us take one general equation. MOH in the aqueous condition is giving rise to M plus OH negative. So that means it is dissociated in the aqueous condition to give the metal ion and the hydroxyl ion is formed. So the OH negative ion is formed, that is it get dissociate to form OH negative ion. Therefore we called MOH as a base. Let us take one particular example, the very common example for the base, that is NaOH. NaOH in the aqueous condition is giving rise to Na plus and OH negative ion. That means it is giving rise to OH negative ion in the aqueous condition. Therefore, we called the NaOH as a base. So these are the two important points that we need to discuss. That is, Arrhenius concept is discussing that the acids dissociate in the water to produce H plus ion, but the bases are giving OH negative ion. So there is a differences between the acid and bases. You can differentiate acid and bases like acids gives H plus ion in the aqueous condition, but the bases gives OH negative ion in the aqueous condition. So that is the differentiation between the acid and the bases. That is, acid is giving rise to H plus ion, and the bases are giving rise to OH negative ion. So this is all about this Arrhenius concept. In the next video, we'll be discussing about the next two concept of acid and bases. So this is all about this video. Have a nice day.